Coming back here, we have our sidewalk in. We can now add a street if you want to. If you want to come down here, come down even further here, we can add some street corners here. Might even go all the way down to the corner here. We'll go down to the bottom of the page here. Once again, to your two side points over this way. If you want to make this a road that crisscrosses, like this is going to be an intersection, okay, just continue off your bottom sidewalk line and take that right across, right to the edge of your paper. So this way, and then off the bottom sidewalk mark here, over across this way as well, okay? So basically we have a street coming down here, street coming in here, and here's where they crisscross. You can put things in like street lines and crosswalks, which I will do right now. So once again, I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see now I've added sidewalks and crosswalks here, so this is where the intersection occurs here. Just something to fill up the bottom of your paper, kind of makes it look nice. You could do things like add, you know, trees, or you can actually add other buildings over this part here, but that's kind of some area you can work with. You know, you can see I kept all my lines of my sidewalks in perspective. I got my sidewalks that go all the way back here. You know, you could add, once again, trees and stuff like that to these areas here. Got my little crosswalk. You want to add street signs, stop signs here, that's fine too. One last thing I want to show you is just kind of touch things up a little bit. If you want to add some shadowing to your buildings here, it kind of adds a nice final little touch. You know, if we're going to pretend, let's say, that if our sun was kind of rising over on this side of our paper, then all the light would be hitting the, what would be for you guys, the right-hand sides of the buildings, and the left-hand sides of the buildings would be getting shadow. So if we just take the side of our pencil and on the left-hand side of every building, so that would be here, 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 and here. All these would just get a gentle kind of like shade, just to kind of like show set a little shadow to these. So just by gently doing this with the side of your pencil, making sure you do it nice and evenly, don't leave any white marks, try not to show any scribble marks, but just kind of blend it nice and smooth. If you wanted to come back afterward and just kind of blend it like this, all this does is just kind of add a little bit of perspective and shadowing to your drawing as well, okay? Don't be afraid to do it just right over your windows. Nice and light, nice and even. Okay, and now that I've done this, sometimes I think it's better just so it doesn't have like a gray and a white side. I'll just real gently just pull some of that gray on each side of these buildings here, just so it's not gray and white, it's gray and lighter gray. Just to kind of smooth this out a little bit, because you're probably going to have, at this point, you're going to have pencil markings all over your paper anyway, so it's alright to kind of blend these in a little bit together, just so it's not quite so contrasty. Alright, you start to get an idea of what some good buildings look like here. So you can really take this and move on and do a whole bunch of different things. You can add a ton of buildings in the background. You can really start playing with what you're going to do in the foreground here. You know, you can add cars and people and really play with these lines, but as long as you're keeping everything in perspective here, you're going to end up with a really cool drawing at the end. So I hope you can take this and use this as an example of where to go from and keep going and make some beautiful two perspective cityscapes. All right, enjoy.